There are 5 muscles that almost everyone in your gym is training right now that are actively making them less attractive, not doing nothing, making them worse. Because here's the thing nobody wants to admit. More muscle is not always better. Past a certain point, building the wrong muscle doesn't add to your looks, it subtracts from them. It drags your proportions in the wrong direction and pushes you straight toward that bloated, blocky Gymcel look that women find genuinely off-putting. Today I'm going to show you the 5 worst offenders, exactly why each one backfires, and what to build instead. And the number 1 on this list? It's the muscle half of you are probably training on your very next session. Let's get into it. Quick framing, because this is the whole game. Attractiveness is not about maximum size, it's about proportion and dimorphism. Looking like a lean, capable, masculine male, not an inflated balloon. Your body is read as a silhouette, a shape, before anyone counts how much you can bench. And a shape has ratios, wide shoulders tapering to a small waist, an upper body that reads bigger than the lower, clean lines. Every muscle you build either sharpens that silhouette or muddies it. The Gymcel makes one fatal error over and over. He trains for maximum mass everywhere, treats every muscle as more is better, and ends up with a body that's objectively strong and subjectively unattractive. These 5 muscles are where that mistake does the most damage. Ranked worst to first. Before we get into the list, you need to understand why this happens. Because if you don't fix the root cause, you'll just find new muscles to ruin. There are 3 reasons. The Gymcel builds the wrong things. Reason 1, he trains the mirror muscles. He builds what he can see when he's standing in the gym mirror flexing. The chest, the arms, the abs pumped up under good lighting. And he chases the pump and the size in those muscles because it feels good, not because it improves how he looks to other people at rest. Reason 2, he follows the wrong role models. He copies bodybuilders and enhanced influencers whose entire sport is maximum mass instead of copying the lean, proportional, naturally attractive men that women actually respond to. Those are 2 completely different physiques with 2 completely different goals. And reason 3, ego. Big traps, big quads, a thick blocky midsection. These feel powerful. They move big numbers. They get respect from other men in the gym. But respect from other men in the gym and attraction from women are not the same currency. And the Gymcel spends years confusing the 2. Keep those 3 traps in mind, because every muscle on this list traces back to one of them. Now, the countdown. Number 5, the overbuilt lower chest. Walk into any gym and watch what guys do for chest. Endless flat bench, endless dips, endless decline press. All 3 of those hammer the lower chest, the part of your pec that sits at the bottom, near the bottom of your sternum. Build that up in isolation with nothing to balance it, and you get a chest that hangs. It droops. It rounds off at the bottom into a shape that, when you're not flexing, reads as soft and saggy. There's a specific ugly failure mode here, and you've seen it. The chest that looks like it's melting downward, that from the side looks less like a plate of armor and more like the beginning of a man who skipped a few too many upper chest days. The brain has a very old, very fast circuit that registers a round, low-hanging chest as feminine, because a round, full, lower chest is literally the shape of the female breast. You do not want a baby's first instinct on seeing your chest to be confusion. What you want instead is a square chest, full and thick at the top, at the collarbone line, tapering cleanly. So the fix is simple. Stop living on flats and decline pressing, and prioritize incline work and upper chest movements until the top of your chest catches up. Square, not round. That's the whole target. Number 4, the obliques. This one hurts because guys do it thinking they're helping. They see abs content. They want a hard, chiseled midsection, so they start hammering weighted side bends and heavy oblique work, loading them up like any other muscle. And the obliques respond. They grow. And that is exactly the problem. Your obliques are on the sides of your waist. When they get bigger, your waist gets wider. It's not complicated. It's the same as any other muscle. You train it, it grows. That area gets thicker. And a thicker waist is a catastrophe for the one ratio that matters most on the male body, shoulder to waist. That V-taper, the wide shoulder to tight waistline, is arguably the single most attractive structural feature a man can have. And blocky, overtrained obliques take a chisel to it, widening the exact part of you that should be as narrow as possible. You'll see powerlifters and strongmen with these thick, blocky, cylindrical midsections, cores that are incredibly strong and incredibly unaesthetic. Now, the front abs, the six-pack itself, the rectus abdominis, Train that all you want. It pokes out forward. It never widens your waist. But the obliques on the sides? Unless you're a rare guy with such a wide frame that you can afford the width, leave them alone. Minimize the waist. Don't build it. Number 3. The overbuilt lats. Now, lats are good. A little controversial to put them on this list, so let me be precise, because this is about the extreme. Lats give you width. They build the V-taper. In moderation, they're one of your best muscles. But there is a point of no return, and Gymcel's blow straight past it. When lats get freakishly overdeveloped, they stop tapering and start bulging. You get the turtle shell back. And worse, you get a guy who can no longer stand normally. His arms are permanently flared out from his sides, like he's carrying invisible suitcases, because his lats are so thick, they physically push his arms away from his body. That flared, can't put my arms down look is a meme for a reason. It reads as, try hard, as permanently flexing as a man whose body has been optimized for a bodybuilding pose that nobody asked for. Attractiveness at rest is what counts. How you look standing normally in a t-shirt, not how you look mid-lat, spread on a competition stage. So build lats for width, absolutely, but chase the taper and the standing silhouette, not maximum thickness. The moment your arms stop hanging naturally, you've gone too far. Number 2, and this is the big one that half the fitness world gets completely backwards. Overbuilt quads. Leg days treated as sacred. Never skip legs, they say. Squat until you can't walk. And for a powerlifter or an athlete, sure. But for looks, enormous quads are one of the worst things you can do to your silhouette for 2 reasons. First, sexual dimorphism. Men naturally carry more mass up top. Women carry more down low in the hips and thighs. When you build massive quads, you're literally shifting your proportions in the feminine direction, more mass in the lower body, which is the opposite of what you want. Second, and this is the killer, huge quads destroy your leg line. The gold standard male leg runs in a straight line from the outside of the hip down. When your quads get so big, they sweep outwards past that line. They make your hips look wider and your whole lower body look bloated. You've seen the guys with tree trunk quads who look, honestly, a bit disabled from the waist down, because a body that overbuilt in the legs actually is less functional, and the eye reads that instantly. The fix isn't to skip legs entirely. It's to stop chasing maximum quad size. Keep the quads inside the line of your hips, and if you train legs, prioritize glutes and hamstrings, which build athletic, functional, attractive lower body shape without the feminine width. Upper body dominant, always. And number 1, the muscle. So many of you are training wrong on your very next session, the overbuilt trap. Now hold on, because I know what you're thinking. Didn't other channels tell me traps are aesthetic? A moderate trap is aesthetic. It frames the neck. It signals power. But the trap is probably the single most overbuilt muscle in the entire Gymcel physique. And when it goes too far, it does something genuinely ugly. It eats your neck. Massive, overdeveloped upper traps rise up so high on either side of the neck that they swallow it, and you get the no-neck look. The head just sitting on a mountain of muscle with no separation, no line, no elegance. It makes you look shorter. It makes your head look like it's screwed directly onto your shoulders. And overbuilt traps pull your shoulders up and forward, rounding your posture and wrecking the clean horizontal shoulder line that actually makes a frame look wide. The Gymcel chases traps because they grow fast and they feel powerful, and he ends up looking like a bulldog. What you want is a moderate trap that supports the neck and leaves a clean line between neck and shoulder. Enough to frame, never enough to bury. If you can't tell where your neck ends and your traps begin, you didn't build an aesthetic physique. You built a Gymcel one. Ease off the shrugs. So let's stack them from bad to worst. 5th, the lower chest. It makes you soft and round, but it's fixable with better balance. 4th, the obliques, a self-inflicted wound to your best ratio. 3rd, overbuilt lats, great in moderation, a try-hard mess at the extreme. 2nd, the quads, because dragging mass into your lower body fights your entire masculine silhouette. And number 1, the overbuilt traps, the fastest, most common way to bury your neck and turn a good frame into a bulldog. Notice the pattern in all 5. Every single one is a case of building a real muscle past the point where it helps, chasing mass instead of shape. That's the Gymcel disease in one sentence, more when you need it better. So how do you actually know if you've fallen into any of these traps? You can't trust the gym mirror. That's what got people here in the first place, all pumped up and front lit. You need 3 honest tests. Test 1, the t-shirt test. Put on a plain, well-fitting t-shirt and look at yourself in a normal mirror. Relaxed, not flexing. A good physique looks good in a t-shirt at rest. If you only look impressive, shirtless and flexing, but soft or blocky or weirdly proportioned in normal clothes, your training is optimized for the wrong thing. Test 2. The standing relaxed test. Stand completely relaxed, arms hanging naturally at your sides. Do your arms hang straight down, or are they flared out by overbuilt lats? Is there a clean line between your neck and shoulders, or have your traps eaten your neck? Does your waist look narrow, or has oblique and core thickness blocked out your taper? Test 3. The photo test. And this is the brutal one. Have someone take a candid photo of you from the front and the side, standing normally and close, not posing. That photo is closer to how the world actually sees you than any mirror selfie will ever be. If the numbers on your lifts are going up, but that photo isn't getting better, you are training like a Gymcel, and it's time to change the goal. So there they are, the 5 muscles quietly working against you. Lower chest, obliques, lats, quads, and traps. None of these mean never train the area. They mean stop chasing maximum size in the places where size works against your proportions. Build the silhouette, not the scale weight. Aesthetic, not Gymcel. And if you want the other side of this, the muscles you should be pouring your effort into, the ones that actually fix your face and frame, that video is on screen right now. Pick one thing to fix this week. I'll see you in the next one.